entering a world of realization in exile, infinite balance. Infinite balance, giving you that energy from the cosmos to your centers flows. Now, right now, I'm going to be continuing with the starseeds then. As you've seen in a previous video where I talked about precisely what a starseed is, going down to the nitty gritty of the starseeds then. Now I'm going to go about talking about the signs. The signs of how you may be a starseed. So right now, let's get into it, as the people them say. So the first, I wouldn't say there's really no order, but I will say I'll start with the first because it's just something to say, starting with the first, you know? But it's not in no particular order. So the first, as you see me say, the first, when it comes to, you know, if you feel like you're a starseed, is you feel like you don't belong. And I talked about this previously before. This is going into more detail about that. A feeling of, again, a deep sense that you don't belong. You're fully in and out of society. You feel like an outsider. You feel like almost like you're in a bubble upon your own living environment. You don't get certain things, why people feel a certain way about why there's a group of people that are a certain way and a group of people that are not, and how those just don't make sense to you. Now, another reason why you may not feel, or you may think you're a starseed, is a strong connection to the cosmos. Up there, sir. So you know. Usually people that are into like astrology, into space, into the planets them, into all them sort of that. When they have that feeling of looking up in the stars and seeing that they may belong up there, they just have that fascination. Even goes into like watching, you know, the movies them, the TV shows them, and you just feeling at home when you're watching them. Like you want to know more and more and more about them someday. That'll be a second one. And number 3, you just have a deep sense of purpose. And what I mean by that, you feel like you have a purpose that you need to help people. You have a purpose that you need to bring people to some type of a possible awakening. You just have that natural sense that you want to help people become a highest version of themselves. And you just go naturally helping people, whether it's like, again, I mentioned this in another video, could be like all senior citizens, you know, the senior citizens. There you go. Easy for me to say. It could be the children, them, kindergartens. You want them to grow up to be a unique human adult. It may be just helping the homeless. Anything like that could be a sign that you may be a starseed. You also have a heightened intuition and also psychic abilities. And this was mentioned before, like sometimes you have a feeling of what's going to happen before it actually does. You also have a feeling in your gut about things happening the way they do happen before it actually happens, if you know what I'm saying. You have that feeling. A lot of starseeds that have this feeling, they end up being like kind of like psychics, Reiki healers, energy healers, natural empaths, or even astral projections, things like that. Another sign that you may be like a starseed is you don't like violence. You want no part of that. And it may be because in another star system where there may be either a lot of violence, or you possibly came from a planet or a star system where it was just pure love, where everybody love each other. And believe me, I feel that way because me not like violence. Me love, but me not like violence, And when you have that feeling, and I had that feeling of, listen, when I'm looking at like violence, if there's violence in the environment, I tend to stray away from it because me don't want that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Me want to go to the positivity, the positive ions, the positive smells, the positive feelings, And another sign is just having a deep desire for knowledge. You want to learn more things about not only yourself, but just going back in time, like ancient civilizations. You want to learn about Thoth. You want to learn about the old mystic arts, like old Chinese type of medicine, the old civilizations, the Meria, Atlantis, again, Egypt, the Mayans. Those just come into your heart where you want to know more information about that. Because way back in the day, starseeds came down to this earth to help early civilization of humans become a higher version of themselves. Unfortunately, some of them gave them technology a little bit too early, which caused all the wars then. But going back now, you have that feeling that you just want to learn that ancient wisdom, and you want to learn all the teachings so you could just expand upon the living of how you're living, and just knowing more knowledge about what you want to learn, And now, number 7 is the sleep patterns. Say some people can't sleep for whatever reason. And when they do sleep, they wake up at specific numbers, whether it's like 444 in the morning or 666 in the morning. Or just some significant numbers them, They also have like vivid dreams that seem, again, so real that when they wake up, they don't know whether it's a dream or where they are is the dream and where they were before is the reality, which that goes into another video entirely. And they also have natural astral projections. It's usually from the little children then, but some adults too. And sleep paralysis. This is something that happened to me a few times, Whereas like, yeah, I'm just between that mode and I just can't move. And sometimes I'm panicking. I'm thinking to myself, I just need to, like, I feel like I'm at the edge of the bed and I just need to like turn just a little bit so I could fall off, so I could wake myself up, you know? And another reason, another sign is empathy and sensitivity towards yourself, towards others. Like, as a empath, you just feel their pain. You feel their heart, and you know almost exactly why they're sad, also why they're happy, if they're in like a big happy mood. That's why some starseeds, they isolate themselves, because they can't handle all the different types of emotions, because from another star system which they're in, maybe it was like all just love, which they totally liked, and they never really experienced the opposite of that, so they isolate themselves. Some of them even become natural healers, whether I think I mentioned it earlier, energy healers. That's basically one of them, energy healers, working on that practice again with Reiki healing and such. And some of them even have a deep connection to the arts. And when I talk about arts, music, actually painting, and of course they love the nature. Nature is like second nature to them. Get it? Nature, second nature. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So, because of all these now, like, all these signs that you may be a starseed, if you relate to any of this, you may actually be one, you know. You may actually be one. And if you feel that, you could go out there and do the research that you need to do upon that. And of course, myself, may share my wisdom on what may learn about that, because I'm going through the journey myself. May I go through that, and what I'm learning, I'm sharing with you guys, because I want everybody out there to become the highest version of themselves also. And speaking of nature, which I was talking about way back when, another sign that you may be a starseed is the love with nature, and you connect with nature. Me myself, it's like I'm a conundrum upon conundrum, because I love the city, but I love nature too. Me personally think that in a past life, or maybe in some type of starseed life, where I was probably in a type of village or something like that, where everything was just compacted in, because for some reason it gives me energy when I'm in like a big city that's compacted like a shoebox, just like here in downtown Toronto, you know? But at the same time, I love the nature, because I love going down by the lake where there's a wide range of water, and I love going hiking and stuff. As the children say, that's my jam, you know? And you may have that feeling too. You may have a love for plants. You may have a love for forests and the mountains. And again, love being near water. Just all that stuff, whatever nature that has to do. Even me up here, so as you see, has them plants. All them on them, because I don't know, I had just had that attraction to plants them. So my actually from my late wife still, but the plants that we have here now, you know, almost treating them like my children. So another sign now about a sign of, again, you feeling that you're possibly a starseed, is a physical sensation to ascension. Like, you know something will go on. You know, they talk about the 3D, 5D split. You feel it in your head. You feel like maybe frequency sounds coming from the ears then. You feel like a sudden burst of energy and fatigue. You get that tingling sensation when you feel something that's really positive and you feel it up in your crown chakra. And sometimes you even feel like time is speeding or slowing down at certain points, in your life. And when it slows down, it seems like you could just manipulate things in your type of liking. Think of the Matrix. And now, as I am talking about that right now, the lights from my plant them go out. So hold on a second as you turn on the backup lights. And then there you go, sir. So, in continuing with it now, all those signs right there. If you have any feelings like that, you may be a starseed. And there's a whole bunch out there. So, even though the percentage is small, but in this whole world, a small percentage is a large amount of people then. So, if you feel like you're a starseed, don't feel like you're isolated. Don't feel like you're like a gremlin or something like that. You are a special being, you're a special person. Just like me, a special person, you're a special person. You are a star seed, and which we call leaders and star souls. So hopefully with this video, you understand that you are a special person and a special being, and that we're all here experiencing human experiences. So everybody out there from the north, south, east, and west, stay blessed, blessed, and more blessed.
Choose the blue pill. Go to bed. Wake up. Have a blessed day. And let society control your reality. Take the red pill. Control your own reality. And now show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.